Thank you for joining me in QuickBooks in the Real World. This is Marie Gibson, where I encourage business owners to learn just enough about the QuickBooks software so that you can run your business quickly, efficiently, accurately, and that you have the numbers that you need when you need them and accurately as you need them, right? So this little module is on payroll, and it's QuickBooks Online Payroll. And unfortunately, our software doesn't allow, my sample software, Craig's landscaping that we've been using, doesn't allow me to actually do a sample for you. So I've taken some screenshots of a current client, and I will tell you that I don't share confidentiality, so I have wiped some of the names clean, but I think we'll be able to walk through this process quite easily. I'm going to share my screen with you, and you'll see that I'm going to share this screen, and I've enlarged these windows. But first, we have to add our employees, right? And so we have to buy the subscription. There's 3 levels of subscription. I happen to like the full service payroll. Full service will take care of all of your paying your taxes, filing your reports for you. It just takes that whole issue off your hands, which again, I find it relatively inexpensive. Like, let somebody who knows what they're doing do that for you. Some people like to do more of a basic level or a middle of the road level, whichever. I find that the software works well for all of that, both in the desktop and the QuickBooks Online version. These snips are from the QuickBooks Online version. So first we would add a employee, and you can see that you'd have their name, their first name, their last name, their social security, their withholdings, how often do you pay, what's that schedule going to be looking like. So this is basically a walkthrough, and I'm going to move that over there. I'm going to bring up steps 4 through 6. And so again, your pay, was it an hourly or a salary employee? Do you have overtime? Do you have sick, vacation time? What deductions? Do you have retirement, healthcare? And some of you are just starting out in your business and you're just getting used to having maybe one employee. That's all right. You wouldn't have all of these. You don't have to use all of these steps. And then how do you want to pay? The direct deposit works wonderfully. It puts the money in their banking account, and it's directly within a day or 2. And so you do need to be careful if the bank account is a checking or savings account, and you would have the routing number and the account number. One time I accidentally had posted this as a checking account, and it was truly a young lady's savings account. And we played heck trying to get her money back from the credit union. It was might be more easy with a major bank, but in this particular situation, I had to stand on my head, chew bubble gum, pat my tummy. Finally, we did get her, we had cut her a different paycheck in the meanwhile, but, and then I had to change this. The bank just had trouble finding that it was not a checking account, it was a savings account. So again, just a little word to the wise is that you're careful as you walk through there. You also have set the employees up on a schedule. So in this particular case, I would pay 1 employee every Friday. I pay 2 salaried employees every other Friday, and I pay 5 employees in a different offsetting Friday in a little bit different manner. And so you can actually use whatever schedule works for you. And that schedule makes it easy because when I click on one of these buttons, up comes the names of the people that there's 5 people that I need to pay, right? There's 3 people that I need to pay. There's whatever that looks like. And so here is a payroll example in this situation. And this is where I have blanked out the names so that there's no disclosure here. It's one of my local clients, and she doesn't, she's not able to pay a lot of money, but they're hourly workers. They love working with her. And you can see that here's their rate. They're all on direct deposit, and they're all active employees. Up above, you also have some tabs. These tabs are worthwhile spending a little bit of time on. Just take a peek. Again, there's nothing that you can hurt when you go poking around, right? I encourage people to look at the software. There's nothing in there that can be changed that you can't fix, right? Just remember our mapping with using our chart of accounts and using that as the hub or the traffic cop. What reports are your transactions going to land on? And in this case, our payroll is going to land on our profit and loss report. It's also going to be touching some payroll tax accounts, categories, and then it'll have some liabilities. And the liabilities are the expenses that the business needs to pay, right? I can see that on this hourly employee, I would need to put in the regular pay hours. I would memo it. and then the total hours and the total pay. So it's almost a walkthrough scenario. In the QuickBooks Online, there's a button here. If you go down to taxes, so on your left-hand column, towards the very bottom, it says taxes. You'll have sales tax and payroll tax. So we're looking for the payroll tax, and we're looking at the filings. And so here, you'd have the different reports that are actually being filed for you. This one is in the same location under the taxes, payroll taxes, but instead of filings, we actually look at the payments. So in this case, this is accruing the Nevada unemployment tax, which is accruing, and it has our balance, and it tells us when it would be paid. And then it's also accruing some federal unemployment, which is your 940 report. And if you had this particular account, the 941 was already filed in this situation. So anyway, I happen to like the QuickBooks Online Payroll, and I look forward to helping you learn to use it. And I look forward to helping you with other technical issues with QuickBooks Online, although it's not all about the point and click, is it? It's about how we get the numbers out of our reports. How do we fine tune our business? How do we use those numbers to make more money? How do we use those numbers to keep more profit? So that's what it's all about, is making our lives easier, faster, quicker, better, get her done. Right? So thank you very much for joining me. I look forward to talking to you soon.